Good evening to all Miss Philippines Earth followers joining us online. I'm Amira, your host, and welcome to the presentation of delegates vying for the title of Miss 2022. So it has been the pageant's tradition to highlight aspects of the environment each year. For 2022, Miss Philippines Earth walks on the wild side, puts the spotlight on the country's endemic species, some of which are facing extinction. And in tonight's presentation, you will get to know more about the beauty of the Philippine wildlife and, of course, the timeless beauty of the Filipina. This year's delegates come from various parts of the country, each one ready to showcase her unique personality, captivating charm, and, of course, love for the earth. And for tonight's event, of course, we would not be here without a very, very special guest. He is a digital content creator and pageant journalist who has covered of national and international pageants, including Miss Earth. He previously served as the editor of Missology. His independent pageant page, Drew Francisco. Outside of pageant, web graphics journalist with more than a decade of experience in writing, editing, data visualization, and information design. He graduated with a degree in journalism from the University of Santo Tomas. Wow, so let us all welcome the multi-hyphenated Drew Francisco. Hi, Sir Drew. Good evening.
Hi, Amira. Thank you for that wonderful intro. And thank you to the Miss Philippines Earth for inviting me over. And I can't wait to get to know the five lovely ladies that we have tonight.
Love it. We love to have you here, Sir. Further ado, let's get on with the presentation, beginning with our first delegate, Cebu City.
Hello everyone, hi everyone, good evening. I am Kiara Liang Wellington, proudly representing Cebu, the Queen City of the South, Cebu City. Hi! And as you can see behind me, that is my fauna, which is called parrotfish. And we all know it's called molmol. And the reason why I picked molmol as my fauna is because they play a big role in our sea. They are cleaners of the reef. They eat dead corals and they poop out sand. And do you know that one parrotfish can provide 90 kilograms of sand every year? And we all know that we love going out. Sand is an important ingredient to our world, and we love going to the beach, don't we? And the reason why they are very important is, I just want them to stay in the sea because I know that they are delicious to eat, but it's better for them to stay in the sea because they are helping our environment, that is helping our corals, because corals are like flowers. They bloom and the fishes are like bees, something like that. Thank you.
Thank you, Cebu City. I super love that analogy, and my advocacy last year also involved corals, so I love that very much. But for now, yes, I'll give the floor to Sir Drew to ask you your first question.
Hi, Miss Cebu. So,
Hello.
Cebu has produced two Miss Earth title holders. So, there's always a pressure when you're Miss Cebu at Miss Philippines Earth. And lagi nga nilang sinasabi, there's something in the water siguro in Cebu that you always produce beautiful beauty queens. So, my question for you is, what unique quality that you have that you would bring to the Miss Philippines Earth pageant?
The unique quality that I would provide for the Miss Philippines Earth is that I am very encouraged to promote my advocacy, which is sustainable fashion. And some people think that it's quite small, but from small things, you can make it into a big difference in the future. And it is actually going on in our everyday lives. If you sort of know that is okay. And sustainable fashion is also my passion as well. So, and I hope everyone understands that it is helping our environment. You just don't know it. You just don't know it in secret, something like that. Thank you.
I definitely agree. And
Right.
back to you, Amira.
Thank you, Sir Drew. And I super agree, sustainable fashion. I love going to well.
Yay!
All right,
Go,
for my
sister.
question, yeah, for my question, so considering is all about fauna, would you encourage others to start going vegan to protect the fauna?
I'm sorry, I couldn't quite hear you.
Oh, all right, I'll repeat my question. So, considering that this year's theme is all about fauna, would you encourage others to start going vegan?
I'm so sorry. The connection you cut off a little bit.
Oh, all right,
I'm
apologies
very
for the
sorry.
connection. Guys, this is the online life. All right, would you encourage others to start going?
The Going vegan. Okay.
Yes.
Well, it's actually based on yourself if you would to go to vegan or would like to eat meat, because we have our ways of having our diet. So it's based on just yourself. For me, I love eating lechon and I like eating meat, but for people who wants to be healthy, you can do that. You can go vegan. You can help the environment by not eating certain types of animals or food. And I would just say that whatever you want, you just go with it.
All right, thank you, Kara. I agree,
Thank
to
you so
each their
much.
own. Now you can sit back and relax as we move on to our next delegate for tonight. We have Matanao, Davao del Sur.
Hi everyone. Good evening. My name is Shana Angel Manceris Dava from Matanao, Davao del Sur, and I'm so excited to tell you everyone my fauna. And this fauna or my fauna is actually known as our farmer's best buddy in the rice field. You can guess. Yeah, you're right. It's Carabao, and I'll show you a picture of me and Carabao in my hometown. That's me in the rice field. And actually, Carabao is also considered as our national animal in the Philippines. And 99% of the Carabaos in the Philippines are owned by the farmers. It also represents the farmers' hard work and perseverance. And me, myself, I grew up in a family of farmers, and we once have a Carabao, and I admire their strength and their discipline. And actually, Carabao is also considered as our national animal in the Philippines. And 99% of the Carabaos in the Philippines are owned by the farmers. It also represents the farmers' hard work and perseverance. And me, myself, I grew up in a family of farmers, and we once have a Carabao, and I admire their strength and their discipline, and I see myself in them. And that's the reason why I chose the fauna, because it doesn't just represent my municipality, it also represents me. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Matanao. Wow, I love your animal, and you shared a lot of fun facts, ha? On floor again to Sir Drew to ask you your question.
Okay.
Hi, Miss Matanao. So,
Hello.
a Carabao symbolizes strength, power, and perseverance. So, as a Miss Philippines Earth candidate, what do you think is the biggest strength that you have that would propel you to the crown?
I think my biggest strength is my voice. That's why I joined this platform, because I believe and there are people who believes in me and my voice to influence everyone. And I think this is the best chance for me to promote my municipality, not just my municipality, but the Philippines. And my voice is also not just mine, but everyone's voice is very powerful. And but for me, I considered it as one of my strengths, and that is one of the key to be Miss Philippines Earth or any crown. I think voice is what matters most here in this platform.
Definitely. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Drew. Now it's my turn, Shanna. Ayun nga, I mentioned you said a lot of fun facts a while ago about the Carabao. Now I want to know about a fun fact about you. So what is a
Sure.
fun fact not many people know about you?
Okay, it happened just like few days ago. There's like a basketball league in my barangay, in my municipality, and I played with my team. It's just girls versus gays, and I played along with them, and we won.
Wow, that's really fun. I didn't know you
Yeah,
played basketball. Now a lot of people know. That's
I
amazing.
know.
Thank you so much, Shanna. Thank you for
Thank
sharing that.
you.
And now let us go on to delegate. I truly hope that I pronounced this correctly. Naujan Oriental Mindoro.
Hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Crystal David, and I'm from Naujan, Oriental, Mindoro. So I'm very excited to share you my chosen fauna, which is the tamaraws. Tamaraws are originally from Oriental Mindoro. You can only see here in Oriental Mindoro, but sadly, nowadays you can rarely see it here since it is one of considered as endangered species. Actually, tamaraws are always mistaken as carabaos because they have look-alikes in such things, but difference between them is tamaraws have a different shape of horns and they're kind of much hairy than carabao. And we believe that carabaos, tamaraws' importance is will have a domino effect to the place that it lives in because it lives in a habitat that it has no predators. Only us humans are the only considered predators of cameras. So yes, that's my chosen fauna, which is thank you.
Thank you, Miss Nauhan. Ngayon, I know the pronunciation. All right, Sir Drew, your question for Miss Nauhan.
Yeah, hi Miss Nohan. So thank you for sharing
Mr.
us your
Tutu.
featured fauna. But my question now, I want to know more about you. So if the eyes are the windows to the soul, what would we see if we look into your eyes?
Well, if you look into my eyes, all you see is perseverance and eagerness. I am always the kind of person that if ever I have a certain goal, I always make sure that I can attain it
Mhm.
in the way that I want to. Thank you.
Well said. Thank you. Back to you, Amira.
Wow,
Thanks
I
for
can
the
actually hear the perseverance in your voice, diba? So I also want to know more about you. I want to know what are the qualities in your chosen fauna, the Tamaraw, do you think are most similar to you or you relate to?
Okay. I think one of the qualities of my chosen fauna that I relate to is Tamaros as being solitary. It means they can go alone, they can survive alone. They aren't afraid to be alone. Just like what my answer a while ago that I have my perseverance. I believe that I myself can bring myself up. I can. I'm not afraid to be alone, and I'm solitary while like a Tamaraw.
All right, well said. Thank you so much, Crystal. Persevered and independent. We love that for a beauty queen like all of you. All right,
Thank
thank you
you.
so much. Let us move on to Miss Pagadian City.
Hello. Okay, hello. Good maayong gabi sa tanan. I am Scotty Mutia always, and I am so much proud to represent my city, the little Hong Kong of the South, Pagadian City. So as you can see behind my back, my chosen fauna is a butterfly species called Delias woodii. Delias woodii is a rare type of butterfly, which is infrequently found in my beloved city of Pagadian. And Delias woodii is a Mindanao perine butterfly endemic to the islands of Mindanao, Philippines. Delias woodii is one of the butterflies that is adult flying stage of certain insects belonging to an order of group called Lepidoptera. So a Greek word means scaly wings. Delias woodii perfect perfectly suits in this group because its wings are covered with thousands of tiny scales overlapping in rows. And the scales, which are arranged in black and yellow designs unique to this species, is what gives Delia's woody its beauty. And butterflies are so personal to me. That is why I also chose butterfly as my fauna. And every time I see one of them, I always remember my father and my big sister who are now in heaven. And not a single day that I don't think of them. And for me, they symbolize us as a beautiful soul because butterflies are so beautiful and delightful. So this is the reason why my heart is so delighted to choose butterfly as my fauna. Thank you.
Wow, thank you, Pagadian City, for sharing about the beautiful butterflies in your life. Do take it away.
Hi, Miss Pagadian. So thank you for sharing
Hello.
your fauna. And butterflies, they symbolize transformation.
Mhm.
So how is joining Miss Philippines Earth and training for this pageant transformed you or your life so far?
Okay, this is a great question actually for me. You know, actually, I am not supposed to join Miss Philippines Earth because I lost of confidence and hope, and I am not. For me, I think I am not enough to join this pageant until my brother who keeps on pushing me to do this because he believes in me. He believes in me that I can do this, I can do more, and aside from him, my friends and my city show support and love to represent my city for Miss Philippines Earth. And this is actually my first time or my first national pageant, and it really gives me and it really overwhelmed me for giving me them the chance to present my city for the Miss Philippines Earth. So it really gives me a great opportunity also. Thank you.
Thank you. And and it really takes just one person to push you out of your cocoon, right?
Yes.
Okay, back to you, Amira.
All right, thank you for sharing that and thank you, Sir Drew, for that question. Ngayon, me naman. So butterflies also symbolize being free and they have a lot of different colors, just like. So now that June is Pride Month, how do you think we can continue empowering our LGBTQIA plus community?
Okay, so yes, butterflies are very colorful, right? And delightful. So when we say butterfly, butterflies are so beautiful. So LGBTQ are so close to my heart. So I really loved all of them, each of them. And every time I see their colors, it gives me so much joy. So it empowers me to be more confident because a lot of people, most especially the LGBTQ, also loves me. That's why I really so much love them. So, and most of here in my community or here in my city, most of the LGBT shows their support. So as in return, also I will give them the support because all of the LGBT are very close to my heart. Thank you.
Wow, I'm glad to hear that. Thank you, Miss City, Miss Scotty.
Thank
Now
you.
let us move on to our last delegate for tonight, Vicente, Palawan.
Hello, good evening, everyone. I am Christine Glory Balboa, representing the home of the longest beach in the country, San Vicente, Palawan. So tonight, it's my turn to present you my fauna. So let me share you first my screen. It's here. Is it already visible to our viewers?
Yes, go on.
Yes. Okay, so meet my fauna with a scientific name of Polyplectron napoleonis, or commonly called as the Palawan Peacock pheasant. So the word Palawan is associated with its name mainly because this species of peacock can only be found in Palawan. So I am going to present my fauna by focusing on the three main reasons why I chose it: its character, physique, and its status in our biodiversity. So first is its character. So for the information of everyone, peacocks are not migratory birds. They are solitary birds, but very loyal. A peacock only chose one peahen, that's what they call their female, and will be committed to her for the rest of his life. Sorry. So next is its physique. So peacocks are sexually dimorphic. When we say sexually dimorphic, it means that they have a very distinct physical features that indicates their sexuality. Contrary to humans, females love to decor or play with colors with our style, diba? So it's us who wear colorful dresses and then making sure that we're the one who's attractive. In their kind, it's the male. And then the female are the ones that is simpler. So males are the one with the colorful feathers and mesmerizing tail, whereas the females have simpler colors. They use this to impress their female while doing their courtship dance. So the average size of peacocks is 19 to 22 inches tall and 18 to 22 ounces in weight. And then lastly, and most importantly, I chose this fauna because of their status in our biodiversity, which is classified as vulnerable. I strongly believe that prevention is better than cure. I do have this urge inside of me that we should protect their habitat to avoid having them classified as endangered. And we can achieve that by preserving the forest lands and timberlands. Since they are not migratory in nature, certain areas in Palawan should be really preserved. So choosing this fauna reminds us, people of Palawan and the rest of the Philippines, the beauty of our biodiversity. Let everyone witness and admire what can be seen beyond our woods and oceans. We are not the only one living creature that thrives here. Let us not be self-centered and start opening our hearts for a better cause. Thank you.
Wow, what a powerful statement, Miss Vicente pala. Really, really love that. All right. So
Thank
let
you,
me
Miss
give the
Almira.
floor to Sir Drew to ask you your first question.
Hi, Miss San Vicente. So I
Hi,
love
Sir
the
Drew.
presentation.
Thank
And
you.
I've also heard a lot about San Vicente, Palawan from friends who've been there. So can't wait to go there kapag okay na. Now for my
Yes.
question. If there were no rules in your life for one day and you could be outrageous, what would you do?
To be honest, I'm a kind of girl that is very love to follow rules. So maybe I guess that if I'm not gonna mind anything and do whatever I want, that is maybe to have a luxury for myself. I'm a kind of person who always think of the needs of the others, especially my family, my loved ones. So maybe if I don't need to mind all of that, I think maybe I will just give time to myself, like
Yes.
do whatever I want, like have my hair done, do my nails, and then go to a spa, something like that.
Oh, I would love to join you there.
We should do.
Yeah. Now, back to you, Amira.
Thank you, Sir Drew. I agree. Sana I can join with the both of you as well. All right. So,
Oo.
Miss Christine, I'm very curious about the Palawan peacock since you already shared a lot about the fauna. So, I want to ask just two tiny questions. What does a
Okay.
Palawan peacock eat? What are the factors that make them scarce or close to endangerment?
Because their habitats is endangered. Because Palawan, diba, we are a tourism spot. Like we are all the rest of the world are eyeing to Palawan. So most of the investors, they starting to look on our island. So what will happen? So is they're gonna develop areas, certain areas. Now it's not supposed to be developed because it's forest lands and timberlands. So in my opinion, I think that's the thing that endangers their status in our biodiversity.
All right. Thank you, Miss Christine. May I know what they eat? What kind of food do they eat?
Yeah, their diet is just like and any ordinary birds. So they eat isopods, mollusks. They also eat corns and fruits. Ganun lang. Same blend with the other birds.
Wow, that's good. So thank you for teaching us more about yourself and your fauna. Thank you so much, Christine. Ngayon, relax ka
Thank
na
you,
din
Miss
because
Omira.
done for tonight. Thank you so much. All right, so there you have it, friends. The 7th batch of exceptional ladies competing for Miss Philippines Earth 2022. Let us know what you think by following and subscribing to our social media accounts. Really love to hear from you. This is just the beginning of another colorful journey for these ladies. We have lots of exciting events lined up leading to the competition. So be sure to get updated with the latest happenings on Miss Philippines Earth 2022. So on behalf of Carousel Productions, this has been Amira Almamari. Thank you very much for joining us and let us continue to save our planet. Everyone!
Woman of the earth.